Hello and welcome. In this video, we'll be having a closer look at version control and Git, and in the upcoming ones, we'll take a closer look at them in practice. Now, what is version control? Version control is basically a system that tracks your files, manages changes to those files. You can create snapshots of those and go back and forth between those snapshots from an older version of the file to a newer one, like game saves in older games, or you could also think of them as checkpoints. Git is the software, the technology that lets you use version control. There are several platforms to manage Git. You might have heard of these: GitHub, GitLab, Bitbucket. For this example, I'll be using GitHub. Now let's have a look at the advantages of using Git and version control. Collaborative development. Git is used everywhere in the field of IT as it lets people work together effectively from anywhere. Risk mitigation. When you have to work with a large code base, you don't want to break all those things. If you make a change but it turns out to be a failure, you can safely go back to the unchanged version of the code from before. Efficient backtracking. As you can compare the versions of the code from before, you can easily see what has changed. This means that bugs can be spotted easier than before. But how do you even get started? Here is the theoretical walkthrough. First, you have to download Git and choose a Git platform. As I said before, for me it's GitHub. Then you have to initialize your repository. A repository is a collection of files overviewed by version control. It's that simple. Then you have to make your commits, meaning you have to make your snapshots, checkpoints, saves of the files, however you want to call it. In the world of Git, we call them commits. As for the last one, you'll have to push it to the cloud, the platform. This way you can collaborate with your team and the files remain even if you use your devices tomorrow. That was it for this brief introduction. If you enjoyed it, make sure to drop a like below. With that being said, I'll see you in the next one.